But doctor, my knee. He said, scale, please. So I go on scale. I'm like, dude, okay, how do you, it was like one of those measuring scales where it weighs out, right? Not a digital one. He's like, I'm like, I know. He's like, what? Like, I've been eating pigeon in Egypt, it's good, blah, blah, blah. I said, I know, this was 2 years, a year and a half ago. I'm like, I know. I'm like, don't even tell me. I'm like, I get it. He's like, hey, you were like 166 pounds, or you were 149. He's like, now you're 166. I'm like, I know, I eat good. We travel. We're in Europe, Middle East, we're eating. Yesterday I'm eating Mandy. I'm like, we're eating here, man. I'm like, doctor, I know I gained about 17 pounds. I get it. I'm eating good right now. Well, he's like, oh yeah, nice. I'm like, but doctor, my knee. He's like, yeah, one more question. He's like, what is your diet look like right now? I'm like, doctor, man, I don't have a diet. That word doesn't even exist right now. He's like, no, I get it, but like, what are you eating? I said, everything. Maybe I eat it right now. He said, okay, good. What does your fitness look like? I'm like, it's not existent. That word doesn't exist. I'm like, it's an airplane. That's what it looks like. He said, okay, great. He's like, so you don't have fitness, no diet. I'm like, nope. I had every excuse in the book to have no fitness and no diet. So I'm like, I travel on an airplane. So I can't. I travel. Then he said, okay, nice. He said, so how much sleep you getting? I'm like, I don't know, like 4 to 5, max 5 hours, usually 3. He's like, oh, okay, 3 or 5 hours. I'm like, doctor, I didn't even need brains. He's asking me questions about my sleep. And he said, one more question, I'll get you off, like, maybe we'll find a solution for your knee. This is a true story. He said, can I ask you a question? Why do you only sleep 4 hours a night? I said, doctor, my knee, man, come on. He said, why are you sleeping 4 or 5 hours a night? I'm like, I'm in a plane, the time zone changed. He's like, but there has to be some nights that you sleep 8 hours. I said, no, not really, not right now. The way business is stressful. He said, oh, nice. He said, what's stressing you out of business? I said, Doc! He said, what's stressing you out, man? And he's just so calm like the lamb. I'm looking at him, I'm like, this guy's good. I'm like, what are you, my psychiatrist? He said, what's stressing you out? I said, I have a business partner. I'm trying to sell him half of the business so I can move on, blah, blah, blah. I said, so we just have a bunch of issues with this partner. He's like, oh. He's like, all right, nice, man. He's like, actually, you do pretty well in business? I'm like, yeah, we do good. He's like, I have an individual. I sold one of my practices. He's like, here, don't take his number. He's a consultant. He's like, he deals with business partnerships specifically. Don't take his number. You don't need a deep race. Don't take his number. Verbatim, the conversation went like this. And I said, thank you. But my deep race is like, you don't need one. So what do you mean? He's like, dude, you're 31. Get out of here. So I have joint calls. He said, yeah, because you're 18 pounds overweight. I said, so? He said, your body wasn't used to carry it. I said, so what? He said, well, if you got the business consultant and you figure out your business model and you sleep more, if you sleep more, you probably have a better diet to go actually work out and have a better diet, better energy. He's like, you did that, you lose your 17 pounds, you come back to me 17 pounds over knee problems. He said, oh, that's why you have this whole practice, and he's making over $50 million a year, another doctor's making $50,000 or $500,000. That was the difference between good doctor and bad doctor. Good doctor and bad doctor, one was just, hey, go take this, let me go deal with the objection. The other one said, let me get inside of the no. And your follow-up becomes better inside of business when you're actually inside of the no and you're not trying to deal with the no. So for me, I always like to follow up with the main problem at stake, the real one that I think is the real one. Instead of following, you guys get it? Instead of following up with the wrong objection, looking dumb and taking longer, try to ask the harder question and be like, hey, by the way, as I leave you, what were you confused about today so I better understand? Okay, aside from the price of just wanting a lower budget, because I know a client might also say, well, I want a cheaper budget. Hey, by the way, aside from that, what were you still a little bit concerned about from the home today that you looked at? Like if this did fit your criteria of the budget, what were you still a little bit concerned about? Was it, I'm just trying to always go a level deeper. So when I do follow up, it's the right follow-up in mind. Now let's go to follow-up for a second. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Before I get into follow-up, let's do a quick 5-minute Q&A, break, bathroom break, go get a bottle of water, then 2 to 5 minute Q&A right now, and then we'll do a bathroom break. Anybody has a question from any of the objections that we discussed, please, or actually anything. Somebody had a mindset question. I know a lot of people are coming up and being like, dude, you're talking about something about your identity. Please ask them now. If you have a question, please raise your hand and ask me before we go break quickly. Go ahead.
Have you addressed the ghosting?
Oh, yes. You want to do it now? Let's do it now. All right, let's do it now. Let's just keep going with this. Let's plow through this right now. The follow-up. All right, she said, can you address ghosting? How many of you guys got ghosted? What the heck are you guys doing? All right, so what does that look like? Clarify for me. So, what was your name?
Elika.
Elika, what do you mean by ghosting? What do you mean?
He disappears all of a sudden.
Just gone. Okay. Have you ever ghosted somebody?
All the time.
Karma.
So somebody goes to after a listening presentation or after a phone call.
No, this is offline. You give them options.
Oh.
They disappear.
Oh, okay. So you gave them all the offline options and then poof, disappear they're gone, right? All right. So now you're following up with offline, and when do they go to? Is it like a week after, or how soon do they go to?
At the maximum of their excitement.
The very next day.
Yes.
All right. Step number one. Let's go into follow-up here. I'm just going to go into follow-up directly. Step number one into follow-up. I'm going to make it generic because everybody's got ghosted in different situations. They got ghosted on a date. They got ghosted offline. We all get ghosted, okay? So the question is not what do you say. The first question is why. Wait, let's go into that first. Why? All right, let's talk about why we get ghosted. Because human beings just don't want to ghost anybody. There's a reason as to why we get ghosted. What do you think the reasons are?
They don't want to reject you in your face.
They don't want to reject you in their face, okay? So they don't want to be mean to you. They don't want to be mean to you. Number two,
They get the information and then disappear.
they get the information and disappear, so they got what they wanted already? Okay? What else? Say it again? I like you. See, I was waiting for somebody to say that. Because every single time I ask, why do people go? So, oh, they get the information one, they just don't want to be mean to it. And I'm like, how about you? Like, you just suck at creating interest and curiosity. And they're like, oh, no. I said, well, that might be the problem. That's why they ghosted you. Because people only ghost people that don't make them curious enough for the next meeting. Either they ghosted you because you had no next steps, you had no next plan, there was no accountability, there was no curiosity, and that's why somebody would ghost you. The only reason why somebody would ghost you is because there was no next steps. Or there was low curiosity and low interest. That's the only reason. Don't believe me? That's if somebody ghosted somebody on a date, guys, ladies first, guys, you ever got ghosted on a date? So like you went out, you're like, man, it was amazing. And then the next week you're like, oh man, she just didn't reply back to me this week. She's probably super busy. Then the next week, oh, should I go? I don't want to text her back too much. I'm getting ghosted now. Let me just text back all the time. And I always ask, I say, well, wait. First of all, she is not the president. Nobody is. That the point is they can't reply back to the text. My question becomes this. If somebody went to the first date, what did you do wrong during the date? Because they had enough interest to show up to the date, so instead of being like busy, stop, what did you do bad? You probably had zero curiosity for the next date. And if you said, let's go on another date that was just the same as a dinner date, I'm trying to put this in an analogous perspective. Imagine you're on a date, the guy says, hey, by the way, amazing, boom. The next day he says, hey, let's go back out for dinner. You're like, really, another freaking dinner? How many dinners? Well, do something better than a dinner, but he can't do nothing better than a dinner because he doesn't even know who you are or what you like. So he can't make a better day, he can't be curious enough. If he's not curious enough, she won't show up. Because she's going to stay in repetition. But if he was like, hey, by the way, so like, you know, why are you in Dubai? Oh, nice. So, hey, by the way, what do you do what do you do other than, oh, I like going horseback riding. You should like horseback riding. You won't ask for another dinner. You'd say that horseback riding ranch is already booked out. Get ready Friday at 8 p.m. I'm picking you up. But how would you know horseback riding if you didn't listen, right? So if there was no curiosity, I'm just giving you an example. As salespeople, if there's no curiosity, interest, high enough or sweet enough for somebody, they will ghost you. 100%. And that comes from what? Actually listening to your prospects. Interest in what they need. So, two reasons why we get ghosted. Number one, there was no next steps. Number two, there was no curiosity. Like, we deserve to get ghosted when there's no next steps. Deserve it. Like, we should be like, I'm gonna ghost my whole business for me. Every time you leave a prospect, there has to be a clear initial next step. You can never say, like, let's so how do you like it? Oh, it was good. It was good, yeah. So we just need some time to think, okay, well, let's keep in touch. You have my number. If you're looking for anything, let's just keep in touch. I tried to buy a home in 2022 in Dubai. I tried. I met with 5 realtors. They said, let's keep in touch. I said, what, keep in touch? I'm gone in 3 days. I'm never gonna know who you are. What? Keep in touch. It's now what's happening. If you can't get it now, hey, we have to do something at this minute, this thing. Keep me in line here. This is your pipeline, your agenda. Keep me in line. This is what I'm gonna do for you. What are you doing tomorrow at 1 p.m. and have something. But it's your job to set the next date from the date. Right? So there always has to be, right? Set a meeting from a meeting, right? Set a meeting, Sam, fan, I always say. Set a meeting from a meeting. Don't ever leave a meeting, there's not another meeting, or there's another point of contact. Send them. So anything's leaving, when somebody's leaving, I'm just thinking, send them. Set a meeting from a meeting, set a meeting from a meeting, set a meeting from a meeting. Do not let this person go. Keep it warm. Set a meeting from a meeting. And the meeting could be even 5 minutes on a FaceTime call. They just have to have some point of accountability or a next step. If you can't get a meeting, there has to be a next step. And it has to be clear, and you can't sell yourself like, oh, I'm just trying to get off this next step to make myself feel good. No. You have to know that this next step is actually happening and they're on board with it. If not, don't move through. I would actually rather you end the relationship. Do you know how many salespeople's careers fail because there's so much obscurity? If you know what obscurity means? Obscurity means the state of being unknown. That feeling kills more deals than anything else in the world. Kills more career stories than anything else. The state of being unknown, being like, I don't understand people. Yes, because you don't have a cadence, and you try to just chase everybody. And by doing that with no cadence, cadence means a next step, set a meeting from a meeting. If you don't have cadence, you will always have anxiety. Does it make sense? So cadence is important. I don't know what your cadence is, but my cadence in general. There's a next step, or there's a stand fan, right? One or the other. When you follow up with somebody that you just presented a home tour, an offline deal, when do you follow up with them? Go. Here's my cadence. You give me yours first. When's the first time you follow up with them? After 2 days? When's your first point of contact with them? You leave, what's your first point of contact? Normally. Yeah. Did you guys hear? No. Okay, the best follow-up, that's like the 1%, by the way. The best follow-up in the world is the follow-up the second after the meeting. That's the greatest follow-up in the world. There is no bigger way to say, I care about my business and the relationship. The best follow-up. I called 4 people from here yesterday. 2 people followed up with me after the conversation. 2 followed up. Hey, Odai, nice to speak with you. Here's the listing appointment. Those 2, I heard nothing back today, by the way, nothing back. It was just 2. I don't remember the names. It was 2 out of 4. There was a $46 million listing, I think it was. There was, but anyways, I got 2 out of the 4 follow-ups. And I didn't get them immediately. Like, I got them like an hour and a half after, 3 hours after. Like, I don't know what it is, but for me, the moment I'm done something, why is it that every single professional follow-up was like in their blood? Because they know it's like, and to me, the best salespeople are like the ones that can like voice note, send a video, go above and beyond, and say, hey, by the way, John, hey, by the way, Kara, so good to meet with you and better understand what you need. I'm glad that you and I had the chance to sit down. Whatever the follow-up message is, right? Hey, do something. There has to be a next step. I'm going to do this, and this for you over the next 24 hours and shoot you back over a message over the next 24 hours. It was good to meet with you. Hey, if you need any recommendations while you're in Dubai, this is good to eat, this is good to eat, this is good to eat. Enjoy your stay. The Odai guy, my friend, was in Dubai he said, for a week. There was no restaurant recommendations. There was no skydiving recommendations. There was nothing. It said, I don't care $300,000 in commissions. There was no restaurant recommendations. I said, how is it that I'm here now? One realtor offered me one helicopter ride. Why? Why? Like my mind boggles from this. I'm like, how is not somebody offering me a helicopter ride yet? I enter it and everybody just says, you want to go out for dinner? Dude, somebody hit me up. Hey, let's take a helicopter ride. Daniel, let's see where your next apartment in the next 5 years is going to be. Just because your whole thing is about selling the dream, let me sell you the dream right now. Let me show you the dream of the body. Why? Nobody yacht ride, nobody. To me, that's insane inside of my head. Like this whole market is the dream. This is the dream place to be. So to me, I'm going to tell my clients, because your job is 50% sales, the other 50%, you're living in the most, I think, booming, amazing economy in the world, and sometimes you actually forget it. Because you're so caught up that this has all became regular. For other people that are coming inside, this is not normal. For you, it might be here, because you've been here for 2 years, 5 years, you became accustomed to it. I get it. I live in South Florida, it's the same thing. But for other people, even for myself, this is my 15th time in Dubai, everything's always different. I'm like, why has nobody offered me 5 different options of dinner? This is what we have to offer. These are the new restaurants that open up. I see you're from here. You might like this culture of food. You might want to try out this. You booked me already out of a meeting to skydive or do a helicopter ride. Do it with your clients. Take the next step above and beyond. It's pretty hard to hate people that care for you. It's very hard. And I know some of us are always like, well, yeah, Daniel. These are the things that actually feels for. Because the guy that did that for me the first time, he was always in the top of my mind. Like every time I wanted to go buy, that guy that recommended me everything already had a voucher sitting for me at the restaurant. Taking care of the bill for me at the restaurant. Are you kidding me? I did a listing appointment. And the guy was an interested buyer. He didn't buy from me today. I'm buying him a voucher to his favorite restaurant. I'm calling the restaurant, here's my credit card details. Bob, go here, there's dinner for 2 of you guys set up. Go there tonight. It's my favorite restaurant. Tell me how the pasta's fine. Have a good day. $300,000, work it like it's a $300,000 meeting, right? You don't have to be intrusive. You can do things for them. You can show them that you care, but I think the art of relationship building has been lost. We're so dialed into next, that the art of hosting, of relationship building, of being a lamb, it's gone. And the person that knows how to work their numbers fast and build relationships slow will always win. I'm going to say that one more time. There's people that got to buy fast, and the people, yes, they close fast. Boom, 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 boom. The people that learn how to build relationships, slow will always win. Prospecting is fast, sales is slow. Can I say it again? Prospecting is fast. That's get the meeting. A sale sometimes can be a little bit slow. It can take a year for them to change their, but how are you top of mind on it? And by the way, I also believe like a lot of your life should be in transactions. Transactions mean like if I would talk to a business person, I'm not a big networker, by the way. Maybe you guys are networkers. I don't know how to network. I'm not good at that. Maybe you guys are like, I'm not a good networker. That's okay. Like somebody just asked me here, I'll give you verbatim. Like, here, look. This guy asked me right now, a friend in Dubai, he just asked me, it's like a minute ago. I was backstage and this guy said this. He said, I'm going to read you off the text. He said, what's text? He said, hey Daniel, how long will you stay in town for? My business partners organized a small gathering of top entrepreneurs, $1 billion on this yacht. He's like, you want to come up Thursday? Hey brother, I'll be here till Monday. I don't network. You're like, I'll go on your behalf, blah, 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 to network. Now, yes, of course, am I not encouraging network? Everybody networks. But here's my mentality. That's how everybody thinks. I'm like, I hated being everybody inside of life. That's how every business person thinks. Can we go network on the yacht with billionaires? Here's how I do my things. First of all, I like to be used to my full capabilities. Why? Because life is the ability to use other people. And if I don't know how people use me, I'm going to be a horrible time management person inside my business. I'm a sales trainer, number one. I don't know who the heck these people are on the yacht. I sales train people. I go into companies that I train people in sales. I don't know who's on the yacht, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, the guy probably just wants to have fun and pop bottles on the yacht. And this guy's like, oh, let me go network and stuff. I said, if you are so transactional inside of your business, like, boom, I'm going for this prospect. This is my lead. I see these people in the elevator. I'm prospecting 24/7. I don't go out to prospect. I just prospect. That's my line. I never go out to prospect. I always prospect while I'm out. I said a lot of these people waste time in networking. Let's just, hey, we're going to network with a few people. I said, what have you done all day? I'm like, that's the last thing for me. I just don't want to go network. Who's who's there? Can they generate business, right? Yes, you guys are real estate agents. Everybody's a buyer. But my line to him was like, I don't network. I don't. Why? Because my time, I like to be specific who I'm spending time with. And or if I had to generate business, if that was on my mind right now, right, which is not. If it was on my mind, and I'm telling people right now that need to generate business, right? I don't want more business right now. I don't want, because there's only one day in OG, right? So I can't kill myself right now. I said, why is it that most people would rather be networking over prospecting 24/7? Because it's easier. It's easier to network. Networking is like a cherry on top. Who am I going out with? Who's there? Blah, blah, blah. For most sales reps, the truth, I'm going to call it out, is bullshit for a lot of salespeople. They waste time networking. They're like, oh, I'm going to network. How have you not got 20? You're only allowed to network if you gave your pipeline another 10 minutes this morning. That was always my thing. I'm like, I'm not allowed to go to a networking event if I didn't feed my living organism, which is my pipeline. It's like a heartbeat. If I didn't feed it 10 minutes, I'm not allowed to go. It's like the bonus on top is to network with people. The reason why I said that is because your brain starts to shift from being very transactional almost. It's like, okay, I'm gonna be fast, I'm gonna get my contacts. When it's my contact, I'm gonna take care of my contact. There's different speeds of business and different time management throughout your business. Does it make sense? Like in sales, I'm super fast. The transaction, the moment I sit down with something, now I slow down, now I'm land. With people, elevator, I'm a psychopath. Yeah, because everybody's dead, so I'm a psychopath. That's my prospecting method. Since everybody's dead in life, that's people, I'm like, this game is too easy, give it to me. I've done training once for a company, it was a real estate company, and they were saying leads. I said, watch this, you want leads? We all went outside, there was 100 people. I said, look at this. You see all these robots? Well, all robots. I said, half these people might be in sales, the other half of the people are going to be buyers, the other half of the people are going to be sellers. And both of them, if they're not buyers, sellers, they know somebody can buy them, they know somebody can sell them. There. I said, and they're all just there, and everybody's just so quiet. Go Starbucks. So quiet. You see, you go outside, everybody's so quiet. And then you go back into your office, you're like, where's the leads? I'm a psychopath if I have to go prospect. And by the way, I think it's just my mentality where people are just like, what does he do? So I walk in the room, I have 5 people. Hey, Kara, how's your day going today? Right? Oh, my day's going good. How do you get it great? How long have you been here? Oh, I've been working here for 6 years. 6 years? What the heck's keeping you at Starbucks for 6 years? You love the culture? What do you do here? Oh, yeah, I just love family and friends. Oh, amazing. I'm already striping it up right there. Why? Because I know I got 4 people behind me. Kara, I just want to let you know you are an absolute shit at what you do. Like, I just seen you deal with that order, double frappe, macchiato. I would have taken the coffee and thrown in your face. High five. Okay. By the way, I'm prospecting. How? But Daniel, she can't be a buyer. She has a family member. She has somebody. High five. I get the coffee. Kara, boom, I'm getting the details. There's no way I'm going into Starbucks and spending $6.50. I'm not getting the lead. You guys will. I will. By the way, the 3 people behind me, who the heck's that guy? And by the way, every single time I go in there, it's my job to walk into a room and bring energy to get leads, not the opposite way around. We walk through life being like, okay, where's the leads gonna come? I walk in, I'm like, I force momentum. I don't wait for it. I force it. Like I go into a room, I'm like, people are gonna know when I walk in here, it's gonna be loud. I'm gonna high five everybody. Doesn't matter what I got going on. I got 17 buyers at Starbucks. I'm not paying this corporation. There's no way. There's no way I can't sit down. I don't know what it is, but I can't sit down as a sales rep and be candy, fight pub or something, and you're at the beach, and for me, I just paid them $1,000, and you didn't get a lead in return. Impossible. So my brain starts to say the best prospectors in the world, the best real estate agents in the world, they just have a higher conscious awareness than most beginning sales reps. Higher conscious awareness means this, that they start thinking in their head, you remember that time I was in Starbucks, I shook this guy's hand, and then 6 months later I closed a deal? Their awareness increases. And then they do that again, and they're like, oh, I met this person from this connection. Their awareness increases to where they become a psychopath, and they're like, oh my God, every single person that I've ever talked to, they became a lead. And now their awareness is so high, so they never walk by people anymore. I said, you want to know the easiest way to become a top producer inside of your company? Raise your awareness faster than the person left and right. Your awareness. Let me say it again. Your awareness. Your awareness is low if you drove through a drive-through, whatever the case is, and you just walk by people 24/7. Your awareness is shut off inside of sales. If your awareness is high, you will look at everybody and anybody, be like, this could be a relationship, a transaction, a deal. You will never go buy people 24/7 anymore. Because I think our business is on our way to business. That's where our business is. I come from a door-to-door industry that where when people were like slow and knocking on doors, I would even look at the person going to the mailbox and say, this person has a roof. Let me go talk to the person. They have a roof. Other people were like, it's slow. I'm talking to everybody inside the neighborhood. Okay, see, let's take a 5-minute break and then we're going to do a Q&A after, okay? Thank you guys. Take a 5-minute break.